Hello.
So we are just two surveys which were offline. They didn't log in today. It was kind of one-on-one session.
Yes.
Didn't we hear anything from Sam? She didn't log in today.
I think it still has power outage in their area.
Mm-hmm. Darn. She was actually yesterday she was sick. Today it was no power. Really, kind of this week is kind of really tough week for all of our team members. Okay, let's begin here in brainstorming session. Here we go. Notes. So it's been after a long time we are having to see here in brainstorming. I would have loved having Sam and service as well in this session.
Maybe we can have this in our PPC meeting. Don't you think?
No, actually, yeah, we can have similar kind of discussion, but Jordan and Joel, they'll actually expect the discussion points. They look for, whether we have it or not. Even though we can inform them that team members are not available, but I think, instead of updating them like that, we can discuss a bunch of points. Treat it just like one-on-one or something like friendly discussion. Obviously, since we will be just two, maybe we.
Service. I think service is already here.
Oh, is it? Great. Yes,
I'm
Sarvesh.
seeing service.
Hi guys.
Great. I
Hello.
was just, yep. We are having PPC, beer and brainstorming.
Yeah, yeah.
I and
Can
Kate
you
was,
hear my voice properly?
yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
So I and Kate were just talking about that we are just two in today's session, but thank God that you joined. Otherwise, we were really alone. Okay, great. Well, we're gonna start with 2 points. The ones which actually Jordan mentioned in the email. We need to direct our beer and brainstorming discussions towards those two main points. One is what are our clients' pain points in our normal process approaches, scopes that we can resolve. So basically, yeah, the very first point is, do you see any problem in our structural process, our pay-per-click process, our SEO process, our kickoff call process, our DP process? Do you find out any pain points that you feel like, oh my God, we could have addressed these better way, we could have dealt it better way? Do you feel something like that?
Um, Actually, when it comes to the website,
Mhm.
I think uh, since PPC and SEO, if the client both both accept services, so SEO is is trying to like revising all the content in their website, and since PPC, we started doing advertising on their website as well. So I think it should be SEO first. Let SEO first do their job in revising the
Hmm.
content on their website before we do any advertisement, because we've seen there are URLs that are redirected to other pages after we have set up
Hmm.
ads. So we need to go back and then update the final URLs of the ads since there are changes in their website.
Okay.
I think that's what I was thinking. And also there are also changes in the titles, in
Mm-hmm.
the
Especially
description.
on-site SEO, right?
Yes. So since we're also basing our ads on the content of their website.
Mm-hmm. Landing page URL. Right. Well, that's a good point. Uh, but I think it would probably be hard to implement. The reason is because usually on-site SEO team takes around 1 to 2 months to implement. They they prepare initial SEO analysis report. They send to client. Once client approves, afterwards they start actually implementing on-site SEO stuff like writing meta tags, updating them, changing something on the websites. It often takes like probably 1, 2, or 3 months of time. So the problem here could be we can probably not stay for such a longer period of time without running campaigns for any given client. Uh, but for some client, I think this can be practical. For example, Modply SEO, Modply Watch. Whom did I assign this client? I think same, not Kate, right?
It's not assigned to me.
Okay, yeah. So Modply, it's a watch client just like Timescape. We got it recently. This client is actually first want to build their website, then they want to do SEO for a few months, and then they want to do PPC. They want to go step by step. So for some clients, this is applicable, but a lot of our clients would actually sign up with like contract of 3 to 6 months, wherein they would need to start everything, SEO, PPC. So I don't think that can be practically implemented. However, it's a tool. What we can do is whenever there's a changes in the website, yeah, that's a good point. I think what we can make sure that whenever there is any on-site SEO changes supposed to happen, like changes in URL, changes in content, or even complete website redesign, right?
Yes. Maybe they could loop us on
Yeah, we should actually inform client about the possible consequences, impacts on PPC. Yeah, whenever there is something like that going on, I think through DP we can inform client that there might be possible consequences on pay per click. Maybe our quality score will be a little down. Maybe our ad history will kind of reset. So we may see drop in performance. That way, it would probably be a more layer. It would probably be an additional layer to protect or to safeguard ourselves when it comes to proving performance, right?
Yes.
Good point. Very good point.
Best example, I think, goat eye, but it's vice versa.
Yeah. The possible should aware about there may be slight layer of performance when it comes to proving our results. Okay, excellent. Yeah, service. That's the correct example. Gotai is actually no longer with us. They are canceling, I think. Either yeah, no. We are running into STC.
No, yeah,
Yeah. Gotai is more. It's actually a small brand. Even though there were changes in the website design, even though their website is actually far better now compared to previous version. But the main problem is uh, big competition. There are players like Amazon, Tice.com. They are actually dominating the search space. Second thing is their brand is pretty new. People are yet to believe GoTie. So there are multiple factors involved behind the low performance of GoTie. Excellent. Any other pain point or any hindrance or any stoppage that avoids us, you know, that avoids us delivering on high quality results or something to show up upfront? One thing is I think QA or getting it QA'd by client or getting ads, ad extensions reviewed by client.
correct, 100%. I just wanted to say this.
Yeah, this is the pain point. Client uh, throws their own, actually not this, something like this. Pain point is not getting ads and ad extensions reviewed by client. Solution would be obviously we should send all campaigns, ads, and ad extension details to client for review and double check. Now here, remember, we should send. Now it's up to client whether they actually find out some time to review the ads or not. Obviously, initially they're gonna review everything. But there are some clients who are very busy. They won't ever have any time to review stuff. So what is our additional layer of protection here is we have done our job. We have sent the ads to client for review. Now they did not find any time. They didn't come back to us. Eventually, we actually started running all those ads. The additional layer of support would be at some point if client later said that our ads are not good, they don't like it, something like that, then we can actually that we had sent you all these details for review, but you should return to us and update.
So suppose we have sent in a campaign to get approval from client, and so should we launch till at the same time or should we wait? Because what happened in Numi case, we launched branded campaign at the same time we sent it to client, but client had then after few days client raised the issue that he has some legal issue and there is all the things. So we sudden pause the campaigns, all campaigns.
Okay.
So the concern is we have to think that should we launch or we should wait until client approves.
Okay. Now, for the clients where we are actually setting up campaigns initially, for example, Numi or Pensuela General Insurance or any other new client where we are setting a fresh campaign, do not enable any campaign until you get confirmation from client about your ads, right? Once client confirms you, then only enable. So the flow would be, you would send one campaign details to client, you will launch it, and after a few days you will send another campaign details. They will review it and confirm, and then you will launch. So eventually, client will be more confident with us. We will also be confident with the communication between what we are writing in ads and ad extension and what client are actually giving feedback on. So you'll be much more confident. Your campaigns will be like 3 4 already launched in the account. Afterwards, you should actually be logical over there. Obviously, you should send all the campaign details to client for review. But if they are not returning to you for like after 3 4 days, you can actually launch the campaigns. We should not wait for client for longer period of time, because that will eventually gonna impact on running into low spend kind of situation, not running campaigns kind of situation. Make
I
sense?
think yes. I think with when it comes to RevGear, the client doesn't understand the ad extensions. I think it's the DP's work to explain how the ad extensions appear with the ads.
Okay, just a second, let me write this down. Absolutely wait. Client confirmation, especially for the accounts where we are setting initial campaigns. Better once you build up confidence, activate campaigns, and at the same time send ad details client for review. All right, so your point, Kate. Actually, I think there's there's a slightly our mistake over there as well for rev here. Usually we send only ads details to client. We do not actually send ad extension details until like yesterday, or until like day before yesterday. We started now sending ad extension detail as well. So there was kind of our mistake in all there. We should have sent ad extension information as well along with ad content information, because and yeah, that's true. It's DP's job to explain them. But remember, our DP team is a kind of new team. There are many new DP team members. They they are very much familiar with pay-per-click. So it's actually our extra responsibility to actually assist them, as well as making it sure that we actually send all the needed details for review. Especially in case of ads, you should actually send all the ad content as well as ad extension information. But that's true, the DP's job. It's DP's job.
Also, maybe we can ask, after we launch the campaign, we can ask the DPs to check the ads for like errors or mistakes that, because honestly, after creating ads or launching the campaign, I can't preview the ads. And also, if you're going to search it on Google, you cannot see if the ads are running, if the ads are showing with the ad extensions or not, since we're not in US.
Well, you should use ad preview. Yeah, often you can use any ad preview and diagnosis tool, any accounts ad preview and diagnosis tool. That's one way of seeing other locations ads. And there is also one alternate way. You can actually put in one uh, small URL string. I'll show you.
Okay.
Responsibility. Client understand ad components. It's our job to send ad content, complete ad details, ads plus ad extension. Yeah, so yeah, one way is you can actually use any accounts ad preview and diagnosis tool to perform a search on any location. Other way is, for example, we are in India, so I usually whenever I type in google.com, it takes me to the Indian version of Google, google.co.in. So click on use google.com over the right bottom hand side. So it will take you to google.com. Perform any search that you want to see result for example, Atlanta light bulbs. Now, by just straight away typing in, you won't see any PPC result, not any paid search or US based related results. You should just enter one small string and ampersand real equal US. As soon as you type in, you're gonna take onto US version of Google. You're gonna see the paid ads that are actually popping up in the United States. So this is, even though Atlanta light bulbs ads are actually turned off now because it's the start of the weekend, but you can see that you can type in any other search term, Rev gear. Look at that.
We can put NGL equal to US before searching
Yeah,
search query.
after, at the end of the URL. Or you can put it anywhere in the middle also. It's just up to you. Usually it's easier to put it in the last. So this way you can actually see the results coming up. Service, do you know it already?
Yes, yes.
Kate, have you ever tried this method?
Not yet.
You can try this. It's very easier to look into and it works a lot of time. This one. Awesome. Now next point, these were a couple of good pain points we talked about, and certainly sending all the ads and ad extension to client for review would gonna safeguard us and avoid us unnecessarily showing up wrong ad content that client would probably not like later. Next point is, how can we delight our clients? Delight is intentionally an extreme and emotional word. We don't often feel delight. What are things that our clients are delighted by? How can we delight them with what we do? Very good question. So how can we delight our clients, guys? How can we make our clients happy? Now, there can be psychological difference between the term delight and happiness, right? Uh, Let me try to explain it in my words. Probably delight is something that someone would internally be happy with, even though they're not going to express it in words, but they'll be happy from inside. For example, you work on any particular assignment or task, you complete it on a time, uh, you get appreciation from someone, and you are actually delighted. You are happy from inside, even though you are not expressing it on your face or publicly. On the other hand, happiness is nothing but it's like complete joy. The psychological difference is, the happiness is you are expressing, someone is actually expressing to you. I mean, you completed assignment, you got a pet, someone appreciated you. Now you are actually appreciating it. In other words, you are actually expressing these happiness to someone else, saying someone that you are happy, you have done this. Maybe we are lost in delight versus happiness. That's not the main point, but kind of that's the major difference. So how can we delight our clients?
That's hard.
Hard to. That's true. Let's think about in pay-per-click direction. I mean, we have seen a lot of STC. We also participate in a lot of client calls. Perspective, what are some things which would gonna delight client?
I think less mistake.
What?
For me, less mistake on our work.
Hmm? Okay. By doing high quality work, error free. Okay. I feel like one of the way to make them delight is by actually knowing their deep down details when it comes to marketing, especially pay per click. Usually, uh, we actually advertise based on our primary KPI, which is gross revenue or return on ad spend, right? We often don't ask client to provide us even more internal details, like their operational cost, their cost of goods, their service fee, or ultimately we don't ask client to share the information regarding net profit or profit margin, or we don't ask client uh, whether they want to actually run PPC based on their net profit goal or based on their profit margin. We usually run pay per click based on gross revenue or return on ad spend. So one way to delight client is probably doing PPC with deep down details and hitting on clients important KPI like profit margin. I don't know how practical it would be. There are actually risks involved in this kind of approach, because you may run into having a lot negative ROI than you would even think. A lot of clients actually, when they deduct their operational cost and all the costs, ad spend cost, collision fee, they end up actually losing money. So you would have a risk of running into kind of potential cancellation or kind of stuff. But I think this can be a kind of kind of a design that no, okay, yeah, we are doing pay per click with really most important or super important metrics that client actually cares about. Thoughts on that?
Uh, yeah, I am agree with you, Ashok. But yeah, risk is always there. So uh, we should do uh, this with keeping in mind that it can be negative as well. Uh, so,
Yeah. Let's see, here is how we should start. We should not actually promise client that we will actually gonna hit on profit margin and net profit. Let's do PPC as usual with return on ad spend goal. But in addition to that, ask client what are your profit margin and net profit. We want to actually calculate that as well. We want to actually think about our bidding based on that as well, so that we can make you successful, a lot successful in a long run. How about that? Just asking client for like, what are your profit margin, what are your what is your net profit, we want to know this to actually set our bid strategy. I think this will not gonna harm us, right? So risky way to do is clicks unwanted business. Just a short point because we may run into short term problem. However, good idea. Ask them their profit margin or net profit details for the purpose of setting bid strategy and making them successful in long run. Any other suggestion or thoughts to delight our clients?
uh, one more thing, uh, we uh, we can do a deeply research about the client website and about the
Deep research, you
compet
said?
like we have done for couple of clients CRO,
Mhm.
conversion rate optimizer. So I think for I have done for GoTai and for NIC. So
Mhm.
if we do such kind of activity,
Mhm.
then it's also the beneficial for us, and client would be happy that we are taking things seriously, and letting him know that the points that he can improve his website or something.
Okay. To hit on the expectation. This is good point. Actually, we don't do CRO at the start when we start SEO or PPC, right? We only do it whenever there is any struggle.
Yes, yes, correct.
Moment. That's right. Great point. Usually we do not do CRO at the start. We only do this if we see struggle in performance. If we would do this at the start of any project, I would be delighted. That's right. Often, our clients are very delighted with our kickoff process because the way we conduct kickoff calls are very impressive. I don't think any agency or any other company actually conducts project kickoff calls like this. We actually ask them very deep questions related to their business, related to their strategy. And client often actually why they are delighted with this is because they feel that we are the marketing partner who are actually going really down with what they need about their business, about their brand. So the kickoff note process, kickoff call process of coalition, very much liked by many clients. Second is, yeah, after that, SEO analysis reports is also kind of something which people really like doing. So I think after that SEO initial report, if we could do conversion rate optimization after SEO analysis, if we can start with CRO, that's probably a third thing we can make client happy with. I don't think this is a bad idea. It's really a good idea. Even though if your client is already having very strong website, if they are already making money, keep your conversion rate optimization document short and sweet. Just only suggest them probably applicable changes, or just appreciate their website through a form of CR optimization sheet. Like your website is very strong in CRO on all of our ad questions. So it's really great achievement. I think if they're gonna see that their website is great with CRO on a positive way, they'll still love it. If they'll see suggestion from our side on CRO, then obviously why not? They'll gonna love it. Brilliant point. All right, guys. So that's it. I mean, we have done with pay-per-click. We're running out of time now. Do you guys have anything else before we wrap this call up?
None for me.
Excellent.
No.
Great. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. Have a great weekend. And yeah, one more note. I'll be on leave on 1st of July, not 1st of July, 3rd of July, Monday. And just for every one of your information, we have a United States Independence Day holiday on 4th of July. So you don't need to work on 4th of July.
That's a good news.
Wasn't you aware about that?
Yes.
Oh, this is big surprise for you then. Yep, 4th of July is United States Independence Day. We have a holiday, company-wide paid holiday. So make sure that you don't forget not coming into office on that day.
Not waking up at night.
Yeah, you don't need to wake up at night. Even though you need to work on Monday, Monday is not a holiday. Remember, Monday is a working day. I'll be on a leave. So enjoy your long weekend, except Monday, and make sure that you guys take care of yourself, be really extra attentive about your health. Very, very important. Like you have sound sleep, enough sleep during day hours, and especially weekend. It's really, really important for us to be aware about, the fact that we work in night shift, so we need extra care about our health. Otherwise, there'll be consequences we will have to pay later. There, care is always better than cure.
Yeah.
Yep. So that being said, thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you. Have a great weekend,
Okay.
guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.